Guess what? I bought it. We're gonna play Great Ace Attorney Chronicles since it's Capcom is on sale till I think the 30th, and perfect timing because I was like, what game? I want to play a longer game. But hello, hi Hoffer. He's sitting. I want Hobart to sit like that. It's probably bad for his spine though. Hi Guy, how are y'all? I have 3 liquids. I have Gatorade, Dr. Pepper, and water. I'm hydrated out today. I need to take that out. I went for a mile walk with Chloe, so I'm a little tired, but I'm trying to be a little more active instead of just gaming all day. Or drawing, but I haven't really drawn. I have a confession to make. I need to draw more. But I'm gonna play Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I know little of this game because I've not seen spoilers, surprisingly. I don't know how I haven't, but I haven't. No, it is not nice. It's like that if you live like in a snowy state, it's that awkward time where the snow is grimy and disgusting and it's melting everywhere, but it doesn't get dark at like 5, which is nice. So, but it's not nice. It's a little chilly. I've been having like the little cold flare-ups I get if I stay out in the cold too long, but it's mildly annoying. I take a Benadryl. Oh no, I bet that was yeah, it was a bot. Damn. Wait, I thought chat bubbles wasn't I thought chat bubble was supposed to get rid of that. Oh well. I would love a promotion. I would love to be paid more. Why would I pay to get paid more? Silly goose. I know nothing of Ace Attorney aside from memes. Really? I love the original Ace Attorney series. I never played Apollo Justice though. I've seen a little bit of it. I never played it though. But this one's on the Switch, so that's why I'm playing this. Teehee. It was only $20. And the original Ace Attorney trilogy is also on the Switch, and it's like, what, $15, I think? Maybe even less than that. Probably on sale too with Capcom sale. So check it out, because I love that game. It's a good puzzle-solving game. I'm a little dumb, so we'll see how this goes. But hello, puppy. Hello, Juju. How are y'all? Better call Juju. I wish I had that as an emote. If it's on BTTV, I could add it. I would absolutely add it. Hopefully I'm not too dumb. Hopefully. My hair driving me nuts. I swear, I forget how I'm Asian. I'm half Asian. So like my hair is pin fucking straight. It's kind of oily. It fucking sucks. And when I have these bangs, I forget how greasy they get. It's very annoying, even with dry shampoo. So, losing my mind. Special contents. What do we got? What do we got? I didn't even see. This is my first time opening the game. Okay. We got clothes? We got clothes. Okay, well, maybe we'll just play it originally. Oh my gosh, we have clothes. Alright. Let's select an adventure. New game. Probably a new game. Oh, movie time.
The Empire of Japan. After opening its doors,
Obviously, Juju, you should work, because that's more important than streamer brain. I wanted to stream a little later, but I was like, I can't wait. So, right, this is helping logic.
It was a period of great change. And
Logic exercises.
swept away by the tide.
I'm glad it is narrating for me. Gasp. Oh, I mean, everyone saw it.
But for one man,
Everyone saw it.
that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
Oh. Oh, maybe there's more to the eye. Maybe there's a little bit more to the eye. Bienvenue à la carnaval. Was that good? Oh gosh. When did these games come out? It says trademark 2021. I know this is like a remake or something, right? It's a remake. It should be VODed. I forgot to do the Power Wash Simulator VOD. That just reminded me. Wow. The first game came out on 3DS in 2015, and this one, second one came out on 3DS 2017. These are just ports, not remasters. Okay, just ports. You know what? I don't mind because you know, the 3DS shop is closing down. So I have my 3DS right here. I was looking at store or games, and then I cannot remember which Nintendo Network ID this bitch is on. So I'm having a good time. It's just, I don't remember the email of it. And the 3DS came out when I was in high school, so it could be any fucking email. I have no idea. I had like 12, so I have no idea. So I'm having a good time. They never got localized? Oh, see, this is why I need Juju here. I know I'm gonna miss a lot because my schedule. It's okay. It will be VODed. That's a... Do I have a command for YouTube? I forgot if I have one. I know for sure it's on the social. I'm the Ace Attorney. Better call Juju. Hi, Kai. How are you? All right. Today is the 22nd of November at 8:43 in the morning. The Supreme Court of Judicature. Is that how you pronounce that? I've never heard that name. Or, like, heard that word. I've only read it. Defendants Antechamber 5. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it. This is happening. How can it be that just beyond... We need... Hold on. We need a little bit faster. How can it be that just beyond the doors of this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? Oh, that's plus sign. That's a plus sign. Whoa! Hold on, we need... Well... Text skip is what I want? Okay. That's the bailiff. Text transparency high. Oh, is it on low? I didn't even notice. It was on low. There we go. There you go. This game is a log, so you can go back and read dialogue. You might accidentally skip. Okay. Tyler doesn't know what she's talking about. I'm not gonna attack her. I know this is my first time seeing this game, other than like the trailers. What? Oh, no, nothing. Save your glares. Murder. Damn. Sorry. Damn. How do I pronounce that? Ryunosuke? Ryunosuke? Or Ryu? Ryu. Ryunosuke Naruhodo? Everyone in feudal Japan wears skirts. Real. I wish. Ryunosuke. Okay, Ryunosuke. I am a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now, here I am, awaiting my trial. Damn. That's enough. Oh. Okay. Not someone yelling out in court and be like, oh my god, my bad. That's literally what court's like, right? That is a handsome man. That is one handsome man. He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Lawyer? Yes. And until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. In feudal Japan, I feel like they would have just killed people, but you know, maybe I don't know. So you hold your tongue. Technicalities, look at you. You haven't even graduated yet. Maybe not in feudal Japan. Is this feudal Japan? It didn't say the year. Yet I still seem to know better than you. And yet I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. We're in 1890. Okay. That makes more sense. I'm like, there would not be a court system in feudal Japan. Maybe there was. I actually don't know my Asian history, but man, speaking of history, Jeremy bought me Civ 6 on Epic because it was like $5. I'm addicted. I'm loving it. I get it. So maybe I'll learn a little bit of pretend history from... I gotta move my cup. My cup is too big. I can't see anything when it's too big. Right, Ryunosuke? It's very pretend history. Very pretend. Yes. Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. What are you apologizing to me for? No, I suppose that wasn't my fault. ... But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. This is Kazuma. Ha 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 ha. There you go again, apologizing. Just like always. Though I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by a student. That does sound bad. Obviously, you didn't actually do it, did ya? Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do it. I could never murder someone. Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high. You mean... I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke. I feel like I'm saying that too long. I feel like it's faster than that, Ryunosuke. But maybe it's not. He's got a sword. Do people just carry swords in the 1890s? Kazuma Asagi, I think. My best friend, also in his second year at Yume University. But he's far more clever than I, a star student in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive, considering he's still an undergrad. Okay. Not that impressive. Okay, they can just hear me say that? The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old, here in Japan anyway. My qualifications don't mean much yet. You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all this started. Okay. Congratulations, Kazuma. It looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last. I know, I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court. So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you and proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura building around his temple. I want to bring about change in our legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes. The heart of the British Empire. I can't escape it. I can't escape the British Empire. I wish I could see it too. Then come with me. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together. If only it were that simple. Oh dear. Look at the time. I better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. I think they are boyfriends. That's pretty gay if I've ever seen a gay. Gay. It was straight after that. That's when it happened. Asagi, may I have a word? Okay. Hi, Random. How are you? Professor, I didn't know you were coming. I love that his little tassels fly in the wind. It's a wonderful touch. Well, this case has personal significance to me, but never mind that for now. Asagi. Is his name his formal name Kazuma? Or is Asagi the formal name? Did they... His first name is Kazuma. Gotcha. They fucked me up. They did Kazuma Asugi instead of just doing Asugi Kazuma. They should have just did that. Hi, Necrocade. Happy late birthday. I saw a little bit of the messages in the Smith cord. It's, sounds about right for a 21st birthday. On my 21st, I didn't do anything. I would have already been under... I don't condone underage drinking. But I was already underage drinking a lot, so... It's actually, on my 21st, I was like... Because I was the first one to turn 21. So... I had to wait till everyone else turned 21 before we actually could do anything. Fucking sucked. Headache, stomachache, and other bad vibes. But I'm hanging it. You got this. Electrolytes, Gatorade. Gatorade. Pedialyte saved my ass a lot, actually. I love a Pedialyte. But Ivy water? I don't know if that's just overpriced Pedialyte, but I like that one too. You should go immediately to... wait, I gotta do my man voice. You should go immediately to the judge's chambers. To His Excellency's chambers. Why? He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. Seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result. Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at university before. Very tired? It's been a sleepy time. I don't mean to be like astrology witchy, but it's kind of a crappy time in astrology. So it's not a good time. A lot of angry vibes in astrology this week. So and Neptune's in the picture too, which is like the dreamy planet. So it's astrology wise, it's pretty bad this week. I see. I'll go at once then. I shall accompany you. Who is this? Alright then, Ryunosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom. Yes, thanks, Kazuma. What kind of pie was it? I love pie. I have brownies. I need to make brownies today. Ugh, this is awkward. If I may... Huh? Yes, sorry. You must be the defendant. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yes, that's right. You had all the pie? All the pie. I do love pie. My name is Eugene Mikotoba. Mikotoba? Eugene Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yume University. Okay. Ah, Professor Mikotoba. Heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get to the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad. The government has to agree to you studying abroad? Asugi has told me about you. You and he are best friends. I understand. Best friends is in orange. Okay. Lovers. As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you no doubt heard, Asugi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. This is right after Japan stopped isolating themselves, so nobody's really trapped. Man, I need to brush up on my world history. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked. Never granted again. What? This was before World War II and before World War I. But I don't know what main world. Yeah, I need to brush up on my world history. All right, I'm brushing up on my world history today. As I suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asugi may have chosen not to tell you. He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered. I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing? The administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. Very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances. I don't believe it. But I didn't do it. I swear it. I am not a murderer. I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial. See, I like skipping the text, but I also like the weird sound effects that happen when words pop up. Sorry, what do you mean? You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway. But then what should I do? Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. Right. So, as soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. And when that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. I do? But what will the question be? Surely not... Do you accept the accusations brought before you? Of course not. Defend it. Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once. Do I say I do? I would seem our surreptitious, not surreptitious, discussions are to be cut short. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asugi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving. There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway. This is it. This trial goes badly. Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. And so, what if we gave him like the protagonist voice? Like, what if we did one of those? With absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. My one and only chance of proving my innocence, the trial that would decide my destiny. Surreptitious was a word I learned because of Panic at the Disco. 9 a.m. at the Supreme Court in courtroom 2. So this is a courtroom? Wow, things have not changed. Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in the land has more power. I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there. This is my Maya. This is my Maya. Kazuma's my Maya. Okay, maybe he isn't my boyfriend. Maybe the prosecution's my boyfriend. The powers that be have demanded... What if it's a three-way? What if? Okay, I bet the fucking fanfiction this goes off. The powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial. I have played the OG trilogy. Does he die? Oh god, I'm gonna be... Does he die? All right, I'll wait. A secret trial? A trial that's closed. God damn it! I'm remembering the original trilogy. God damn it! It's all coming back to me. It's all coming back. It's been a while. I played the original trilogy on the Switch, and I lived in the fancy crappy apartment. It's when I first moved here. When did Jeremy graduate? 2018. And then we moved here in 2019. So I played it in 2019. Oh god, there is 2 more games. I did not check how long to play this, so we'll see how this goes. Trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend. What? But why? It'll become clear in time, but for now... You need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. It's about to begin. Oh, it's that man. We got a handsome judge. The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency.
As is the defense. Before we begin, there's one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for change of advocate. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. Normal procedures for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial? This is it. This must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant. But then, if I say I do, I need to answer quickly. What should I do? Wait. what am I answering? Who advocates for the defendant? I think I say I do. Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who will advocate for his defense. Yes. This is me. I'm the lawyer. I'm the lawyer. What is the meaning of this unruly outburst? I would like to inform the court that I, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself. Oh, there's like a lot of fuzzies on my mic today. It's like really stressing me out. We're a little stupid, but in the original trilogy, Phoenix was also a little bit stupid. So it's fine. What are you playing at, Ryunosuke? Professor Mikotoba told me everything just now. How do we restart? No, we're fine. We're fine. Just now before the trial. He did what? He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose. How sad. Means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off. That's not what I meant. Bitch, that's not what I meant. No, it's not that, really. It's just that, well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you... Oh, he's mad at me. Boyfriend mad at me. I knew that's how you'd feel, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikotoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in. I didn't... Did you? Very well. The court hereby recognizes defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial. Well, well. Does the accused admit defeat already, renouncing his own counsel, really? Objection. Wow. Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is apparent. He's confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san? Yeah, exactly. Man, just like me for real. Exactly what I was thinking. I'm not confident at all. Just like me for real. In fact, my mind's a complete blank. Why is he looking at me like that? Chill. Oh my god. Chill. Chill. I realize you're charged now, but still. Try not to look so bewildered. Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court... You got a fan! You must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed. As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature. Am I pronouncing that word right? Of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruhodo? Yes, Your Excellency. There's lots of tension here. It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken. My competence? What does that mean? I just remembered subtitles are off. Or captions, there we go. Well, why doesn't the bot yell at me anymore? What does that mean? He's questioning your ability to do the job. I keep sliding down. Right enough. Right enough. That's good enough for me. I'm trying to be a lawyer, doesn't know the word competence. Just like me for real. He's questioning your ability to do the job. Me sitting in a room of a bunch of pre-law, I'm like they're definitely on the path to pre-law, and I'm like, this is not gonna work out. Maybe part of the reason why I didn't do law. Maybe that was the reason why. He's questioning your ability to do the job. Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am. So let's start with the very simplest of questions. Yeah. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I care to remember. But wait. I'm so nervous. I can't even remember that. What was it again? Ryunosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank. You know me so well. All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record. What button is that? But I can't even find that. Hi, Audie. I thought, I was like, he just carries a sword around? Is that like normal? Simple, you can access the court record, funny letters, with the press of R. If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there. Just have to press R for the court records. I'm pressing R. This is the list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead with R. Alright. You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press B to go back. John H. Wilson, 47, is the victim of this case. He was visiting a professor of medicine at Yume University from the British Empire. He's a white man. That's the lead prosecutor, who would appear to have little love for the changes the Cultural Reformation has brought him. Ah, alright, that's an important word. I remember that word in history. He has forensic medicine, and that's my buddy at 23. John Wilson is our copyright-free version of John Watson. Okay. Lead prosecutor. He is a reoccurring character in the Ace Attorney series. So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. I'll try to remember. Not my tummy growling right now. Not my tummy growling right now. I'm losing it. Now you better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record. Then press X to present. That's the victim.
Yes!
Yes! The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. You didn't even know who you killed? I guess you wouldn't know who you killed. Let's play stupid. That's right. We're playing stupid. We're playing stupid. Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university. He's not from my university. He was a visiting professor from Great Britain. Invited to Yume University 3 years ago. Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations. Wait till like 30 years later. Wait, we're 1890. 30 to 40 years later. Let's wait till that. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation. And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial Yume University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor? I didn't do it. This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter. In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime. So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it? I'm about to eat some popcorn. I'm about to do it. I'm about to do it. Exactly, our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. I have my little popcorn bowl and my chopsticks, my popcorn chopsticks. And my Takis popcorn. All because the victim was an Englishman. Is there an autoplay? Oh, there is an autoplay. I won't make it. I won't read it all if it's autoplayed. Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. Alright, we got popcorn. We got a little snack. It's zooming in. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Well, what do we recount, my dude? What do we recount? Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going. What if we said it like a little old lady? Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. Boyfriends! After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. The British Empire? Wow, it's incredible to think. Wait. Oh. I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. Great Britain. I don't know his name. But still, I should go and say hello. So. Oh man, did we get framed? Someone was under the fucking table or something. So I went over to the professor's table and introduced myself to Dr. Wilson. Dr. Wilson. Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. How did this professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death. Examine the post-mortem report. Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. and was caused by loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. No exit wound and fatal hemorrhage. At close range, okay. The cause of death, well, obviously that was, Ryunosuke, remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence. By evidence? How? Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present.
Yes.
I remember how to play this game. Well, look at him shuffling. You don't even know how to read hemorrhage? Oh gosh. According to the document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma. Learn to read, you imbecile. That's the post-mortem report, I take it. Sorry, yes. That's right, the post-mortem report. In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way. I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later. This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. Why was he facing away from the table? Okay, there's scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at a close range. I don't know how scorch marks work. There's some interesting history in these games, TBH, like things about when autopsy. Right, this is historical fiction. Hemorrhage might be Greek. Japanese man reading English struggling with the Latin word. Hemorrhage? I don't know. Hemorrhage? Hemoglobin. Hemo? That sounds Latin. Oh fuck. Takis popcorn crumbs. I think you even see color photos at some point. They said, not too true to historical fiction. Thank you, counsel. Loose. Historical fiction is a loose term. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record. The photographic print of the victim has been entered into the court record. Does this have a BS gimmick too? Not something I've never seen before. It's clearly superior to a drawing. Detail is incredible. Forgot to add grayscale. Very well. I'm satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial. Okay. Certainly, Your Excellency. So without further ado, in order to better apprise the court with the facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened. This is it then. I think I might have worked out what the professor had in mind. The professor? You mean Dr. Mikatoba? Yes. Clearly, you're the defense lawyer today, not me, but that doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant. Ah, of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said Kazuma Asagi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? Maybe, but any help you can get me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. My Snorlax plushie is like sending me sliding down. I love Achi top 5 characters so far. Achi. Oh, the persecution. Gotta eat a piece of popcorn. Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats. Only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first. Okay, okay. The butler, or the waiter. Witness, state your name and occupation for the court. Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I am the head waiter at Western-style restaurant called La Carnival. You need a napkin? You got one. I think you should use that. Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some... Can't help it. He's got a fan on him at all times. It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. Well, it really should. As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. I'm trying not to talk with my mouth, like with food in my mouth, but it's popcorn. I don't know. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, an Occidental eatery, 3 days ago. Occidental. I don't know that word. Understood. Hosonaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident. Alright, we gotta be... Take that. Opposite of Oriental. It means west. Man. You know how often they use the word Oriental to describe Asian people? But I've never once heard Occidental. Anyways, I hate when people use Oriental to describe Asian people. Like nowadays. I'm gonna start. We're decorative furniture, apparently. Like, when they use it as a noun, is when it annoys me. Like, Orientals. Drives me insane. It's like... born in apparently the 1890s. And once, sir. And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please. That is an icon. That is... Oh, perspiring maybe, but aspiring? It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have a few diners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables occupied. That fits with my memory of it too. There's hardly anyone else in the place. Sir, what is coughing up blood? Some lung problem? It was when I was in the kitchen, putting away crockery and cutlery. You didn't see shit then. You heard shit. You didn't see shit. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. You got that vape. I found the victim, an English gentleman slumped in his chair, and standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Yes.
Yes! Hold on. Let me just clarify something here. We're supposed to shut our mouths right now. Well, I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor. I didn't shoot him. We gotta wait our turn. Oh, well, I gave him a good voice. I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness report of what he saw, you amateur. Let me move this a little higher up. There we go. But the next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, defendant Naruhodo. Don't worry, Ryunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. Don't worry, Ryunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must quietly listen to the witness. If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today. I think this man needs a doctor. Yes, without question. I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim? He's fine. No. There was no one else around that table, but the deceased Englishman and the university student. Huh? Wait, what did he just say? What did he just say? There was no one else around that table. I bet, let me see. Oh. Wait, I can magnifying glass it? He didn't even eat his food. Silly goose. There's no one else around that table? What's the matter, Ryunosuke? Well, that's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello, there was a lady. There was a woman sitting opposite of him at this table. Really? And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? I think we gotta interject.
Yes.
Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table. We have no evidence, though, I guess. Dear me, dear me. What are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all? But I'm sure of what I saw. Asanaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy. No. The deceased gentleman came to dine in alone. I don't believe it. Your brain is leaking. I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please, have a look if you like to. Brainworms. Fucking brainworms. Got them again. Let me see. A sketch of this establishment's layout, drawn by yourself, I presume. This means nothing to me. I don't... That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. We should get, like, you know how, like, court goes? I don't know how court goes. Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter. I've never been in a courtroom like this. I've been in other courtrooms, but not like this one. Thank you, sir. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Well, is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course, here you are. Okay. What was that about? We gotta look. We're gonna learn how to flip it around. He's got them spores. The cordyceps. This cordyceps got him. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now. Something certainly seems to have shaken him. Someone get this man a doctor. The waiter's business card has been entered into the courtroom. So... I'm just gonna kill him. Then I'm a murderer. So the court has now heard a Precis? Pressy? Of the case. I've never seen that word before. Yes, at the moment, the gunshot was heard in the restaurant. Can I look at the court record? Hold on. I want to look at the court record. Précis. Précis is French. As French. It's gonna object if he's dead, I mean. Let me examine this. I can't flip it around. Oh man, I wanted to flip it around. It means summary. Wow. In court, you just learn a bunch of words, huh? It means the only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. No. It's not a black and white case. I learned for C in college. I had to write a few. How many languages are in court in lawyer justice? Judiciary. Most of those things in law are Latin. Right? That's what I thought. Most things in law, healthcare, are Latinish. At least 6. There's some Spanish in here. The napkin. Defendant Naruhodo. Stop eating popcorn. Your Excellency. If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you. I'm not guilty. In other words, man, some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. Well, it is a visual novel, so I guess that makes sense. We're learning words. I call this waiter as an unsworn witness wrong voice. I call this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense, if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial, the prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who are present at the scene of the crime. Didn't he say there was only me? Unsworn. What is an unsworn witness? What do you think I should do, Kazuma? He really has a fan on him at all times. Good for him. What do you mean? Well, going to be found guilty on one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual about these peculiarities. You said it. Professor Mikotoba said it. And so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this. As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. And yet, I skipped something, but it's fine. Despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face? Is that it? What? If the accused is in fact innocent, then the defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke. It's got a nice profile. Defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is. I kinda hate his bangs mood, but I think they're kinda cute. Aren't you like immediately held in contempt if you don't swear in? That is not a question for me. Prosecutor Achi, please continue with proceedings. Well, you were warned the young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. Is that a threat? The prosecution calls its next witnesses. Very well. Officer, bring forth the witnesses at once. Uh-huh. Popcorn in my teeth. Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court. Another white man. Yes, sir. The great Nippon Imperial Army's sergeant. He's not a white man. Never mind. Don't listen to me. That's not a white man. He is Nosa. Reporting for duty, sir. Myself. I find Why is he so shaky? Myself, I find employ as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the effervescence of our nation, Nippon, and conduct my trade from Rasute, a humble premises in the 2nd District, Kiyurio Korakuta, at your service. I was about to say, an antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing. Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question. Well, then where were they, according to waiter's testimony? That must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned. Oh, did he mention that? Maybe I wasn't listening. Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma of the establishment in question, always post noon. Not infrequently, converse with interest parties regarding the curious, which I make my business. I can't understand a word that old man is fucking saying. He's an antique dealer. Sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. Obviously targets our Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele. Okay. Alright, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer. Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of the most atrocious incident. Is that correct? Affirmative. The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what that can only be described as an act of war, sir. It was the black uniform rogue infantryman over there. What was that sound? What was that sound? Who unloaded his firearms, sir. This man's as impossible to understand as the other. But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said. Oh, okay. That was purposeful. So, this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead. Yes. Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable? If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the get-go. Wait. My guess is the antiquist sold that lady an antique gun, and that's why the bull didn't pass through. Antiques in the 1890s is a wild time. This is all crumbs. I'm so sad. I'm so fucking sad. I'm so sad. Now the court will hear your formal testimony, please. I do have Girl Scout cookies. Eat those. I don't think did Ryunosuke do it? Now the court will hear your formal testimony, please. Watch, I'm timed again. Like the like Minish cap. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred. Yes, sir. He has a child behind him. He has a child behind him, right? Standing by, ready to report, sir. Unsavory memories of a most acerbic. I'm learning words. Afternoon. Can you turn around? What the witnesses saw. Oh, our first actual testimony. Okay. I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man. Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman. At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian and from the back. Well, we know that didn't happen. I was on my hands and knees, investigating the whereabouts of my mysterious, absconded precious curio. Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy. You just bring out a knife in the courtroom? Oh my god. What times we live in when an English gentleman may be assailed in the bright light of day. But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone. Is that really true, Ryunosuke? My boyfriend he's doubting me. All I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor. After I said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then, when I finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. when I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and I was just as I was picking it up, bang. Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who the criminal was. There is. Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses. Cross-examine? Do it now. As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice. Certainly, the testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. I think it's vestige. Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare the verdict of this trial. Chill out. Let me I have the right to cross-examine the witness. What in the name of the emperor is this meaning of this outburst? I mean the defense demands the right to a cross-examination. Yep. Dear me, dear me. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic. Huh? How did he know? Gag the court. The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. Defendant obviously has no experience. How can you possibly carry out a cross-examination? I have a little bit. The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think that he's capable of it, it is irrelevant. Kazuma is so commanding. So dreamy. Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke. But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination. I know what to do. I've played an Ace Attorney game. I need a tissue. Oh god, Hobart. Oh, that's empty. That's an empty tissue. I have Chipotle napkins. Because guess what? I had Chipotle yesterday. You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements. I know. How? You didn't fire the gun, which means what that soldier said had to be a lie. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I love Chipotle. It was like not a good bowl though. It was like a lot of rice. It was a lot of rice. Oh yes, but it's just a case of proving it, and the key to doing that is evidence. All right, evidence. All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. I had to do it. Now let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you. All right then. It was just a little slap sound. Slap. All right. Oh damn. What the witnesses saw. We get 5 shots. I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man. Can I press? Yes.
Yes.
I want to press. Oh, he doesn't know how to do shit. Why aren't you saying anything? Is this some new interrogation technique? I hadn't actually thought of what I wanted to ask. Just ask about anything that catches your attention. Anything that bothers you. Alright then, this beefsteak you mentioned. What kind of food is that? Teenshin. Beefsteak is a delicious cut of veal, vigorously cooked on a cast iron grill and served piping hot. Oh. If food could receive medals of honor, beefsteak would be almost as highly decorated as a cutlet. Right, I see. Thank you, sir. So next question. This cutlet you mentioned, what kind of food is that? Teenshin. What is he trying to say? Cutlet is a delicious cut of veal tossed in breadcrumbs and deep fried in cooking oil. Accepting your guilty verdict, atone for your crimes, and when you're released from prison, try it. Yes sir, I will, sir. On the double, sir. His vocab isn't even an exaggeration, military. They do speak like that. Sorry to interrupt, but how about trying to stick to questions that are relevant to the case? Attention, like, okay, attention. Yeah, okay. It did. The teen part caught me off guard. Oops, sorry, I'll do my best. So, next question. Why is he raising his hand? Is it just me, or do you keep hearing sort of wah crying? Negative. Well, at least we learned that he's a big beef lover. Why is he looking at me like that? He needs to stop. Affirmative. It's not easy knowing what questions to ask. Oh, we got an award. It's waiting for the teacher to pick him. Myself, I was extolling the virtues of particularly fine golden curio to the military gym.
Yes.
We gotta press everything. I have no idea what you're talking about. Koban boy. Coin? You mean an old Edo coin? The day prior to the incident, a treasure of exceptional value from the Hoei period entered my possession. I took myself to the restaurant the following day, with said item secreted in my bosom pocket in the hope of an affluent cognizant appraised of its indisputable value being present. That's a lot of words. So you weren't hoping to sell your Koban coin to Sergeant Nosa, would be met at the restaurant. Yes, it's quite clear that you're going with this boy. You were about to assert that a penniless soldier would have no hope of purchasing a precious Koban. Isn't that so? Well... You little upstart cadet. You want to add disrespecting a superior officer. You are disrespecting a feature. You are disrespecting. You want to add disrespecting a superior officer to your list of crimes, do you? Blatant subordination. I didn't say anything. Although penniless might be just the word I was looking for. In any case, the hour was already advanced beyond now the midday luncheon. There was remaining precious few present with whom I could engage in discourse about matters of business. I am a future U.S. Army soldier. You are disrespecting a future U.S. Army soldier. The gentleman assigned me who was grappling with this braised meal at the time was my sole prospect. I see you. Okay. At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes.
Yes.
Can you see? So you're saying that you actually saw me at the time? Affirmative. I saw you laughing, cackling like a madman as you trained the barrel of your gun on the English civilian. But that's impossible. Allow me to confirm just one point, please. What's that, Private? Thinking carefully about the statement you just made, seems to me that it must have been just after you heard the gunshot that you looked over to the victim's table. And so what if it was? Well, if that really is the case, it would mean that you didn't in fact see the precise moment when the killer actually fired the gun. And double my sixth sense. Sorry. My sixth sense of danger. I picked up the waves of murderous energy radiating from your foul mind, which means a split second before you pulled the trigger, I was looking right at you, cadet. Surely that's not really possible, is it? You killed him on a full moon. Do you think I have got where I am today in the army if I couldn't sense danger in the air, son? Can you turn the fuck around, please? Well, it would seem the soldier is absolutely convinced that he saw you do the deed. This is not good. The black uniform varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly Lou. I already know that this is it, but we're gonna press all the statements. I want to see this baby. This black uniform university cadet. You're saying that was... I've had just about enough of your sauce. Something fruity is happening here today in the courtroom. Who else do you see around here in a black uniform? Hmm? Well, there's someone standing right next to me who fits the description as well, but... Okay, It was you, my little weasel. You little weasel. You unloaded the firearm on that man from behind his back, and you call yourself a citizen of the great empire of Nippon. You disgust me. I love the movements. I love this. I love that they move around. What is it, Ryunosuke? I'm not quite sure. It's something that the sergeant just said, but I can't put my finger on it. Something's playing on my mind. That's the hint that we gotta present something. Probably. In that case, check back over the details of the evidence you encountered in the court record. And if you find an inconsistency there with what the witness she just said, then don't hold back. Sir, he's unsheathing the sword. What is he doing? What is he doing? Sir, what are you doing? Sir, what are you doing? Japan does not call itself Japan. Is that what Nippon means? Man, I really need to brush up on my world history. What? Nihon both mean Japan. That would make sense. They say Nippon a lot. Am I saying that right? Wow, I'm learning a lot right now. I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio. Nippon TV. That means Japan TV. On your hands and knees. Could you explain that, please? That's right. Spurning the arthritis, I was in order to retrieve the lost piece. What lost piece are you referring to? The Koban, of course! The exquisite Hoei era Koban coin. I had just been showing the rare treasure to the military man as he masticated his meal. He was eaten. After averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished. The Koban vanished? Hence, I began to acquaint myself with the intricacies of the floor in order to locate it. And then it happened. You heard the gunshot, you mean? None other than, though it was no concern of mine, I was frantically scouring the floor for the aforementioned lost treasure. So, in fact, you didn't actually witness the precise moment when the incident occurred. Indeed, myself, I did not. Did you realize? I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. I know what I'm supposed to do. Listen, Ryunosuke, we know there are lies lurking in these statements. It's time to expose them. I understand that. The question is how. Like I said before, the key to using this is evidence that you've collected. You can examine and present evidence while the witness is giving testimony by pressing R. Go through each witness statement and the details about each piece of evidence and compare all the facts. Somewhere in there, you'll find something that doesn't add up. In other words, an inconsistency. An inconsistency. When you find a statement and a piece of evidence that seem to contradict each other, sir, put that away. Present your evidence with X and rip the witness apart. Just be careful, because if you assert a contradiction that has no basis, you'll be giving a penalty. If you're dealt too many penalties, the defense's case will fall apart and you'll receive a guilty verdict. So that's it. Peruse the evidence in the court record and find an inconsistency with the witness's statement. Alright, I'll give it a try. You can hear the witness's statements over and over again as many times as you like. Sir! Keep your head and be measured in your attack. Good luck, partner. He did say masticated. Okay, we're going to... And from the back. So we're gonna present the photo. Yep. It's right there. Oh, I have to press X.
Yes.
They're sweating, they're shaking, they're quickening their boots. What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting some photographic print in my mustache. Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes. There's a clear inconsistency here. What nonsense. What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know? It was his boob, Your Honor. Well, obviously that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth. Sir, I have the evidence. Just say it. I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom. This is so frustrating. Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It could be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court. Kazuma, what? What are you talking about? It's apparent from a single glance at this photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement. What? Sergeant Iesa Nosa. Yes, sir. What, sir? The statement you just made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian and from the back, the cowardly little weasel. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't mean to skip that, but it's fine. But no, that just can't be. And why not, cadet? Because... Take a close look at the print. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Sergeant, according to your witness's statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it? Baby! Baby! Okay. What the what the fuck was that? Something just popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again. Certainly, there's a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa? Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Is it skipping? Oh, I do have... It says I have 1,000 dropped frames. It does say that. Did that just happen? I'm looking. Oh yeah, I did have an unstable moment. I'm having one right now. I just had one big skip. Oh, my internet. I'm beefing with Spectrum again. It literally went out like 5 times yesterday. It was so fucking annoying. Just wanted to play Civ 6. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on the delicious Le Carnival steak, sir. What? The last testimony the court heard has proven one thing beyond reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant Iesa Nosa, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all. That's absurd. I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom. Kia! I made it short. There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial, just from that one discrepancy. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. He said it! But I definitely saw him. That university cadet there, he was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back.
Yes.
But I never fired the gun. All I did was pick it up off the floor. And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either. He said the title. Myself, I have already been quite clear. The gunshot interests me not. I was far too busy on the floor. On the floor. Oh yes, you were looking for your Koban coin, weren't you? Indeed, the prize Hoei era Koban. Hunting around under the table. I was in case mayhap it had fallen there, and then it happened. You heard the gunshot, you mean? Indeed I did, but I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded Hoei treasure. Nothing could distract me. Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end? No. I see. That lamentable day, the precious Hoe Koban was lost to me. No doubt, some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself. I think there's beef on the. I think there's beef in the courtroom. Sure, everyone present is aware. This case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels, it must be to the British. Oops. It would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What is your position, Prosecutor Achi? Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back. It didn't go. Oh, sound alerts isn't working. Sound alerts is broken, I guess. Very cool. Very cool. Very, very fun. My witnesses have further testimony to make. Explain. Upon hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could possibly have committed the despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. What? He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? Can you be serious? Be fucking for real. Very well. The court invites the witnesses to testify again. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear? As clear as curical glass, Your Excellency. Yes, sir. At once, sir. Oh. Cute. Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think. He's got a little outfit on. Affirmative. The newest member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks, sir. Name? Aido. Seeing the straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny. Oh, God, they are calling this man broke. Attention! Your father is about to quell the enemy, not quell. Oh, he's got a booger. Oh, he has a booger. Oh, watch and learn, my boy. Can't handle that. That's disgusting. Alright, what do we got now? True culprit. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. It's not the same thing, though. Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man he was, that young lad in black. You just said that didn't happen. That much I myself did see. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present. Indeed, alone, he was the Englishman, dining all by himself. Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out. These are the first Ace Attorney games to use mocap. Not all the time, but for some animations. What? Wait, that's nonsense. The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all. Please, enough of these outbursts already. But there was a woman. There was a young woman at his table. You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her.
Objection!
If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. We are not here to listen to your fantasies. Oh, my tummy just growled again. It is evident beyond reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact. This photographic print of the scene of the crime, counsel. Indeed, of the table at which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As can plainly be seen, there is only one place set. Certainly, based on the appearance of this print, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else. This doesn't make any sense. The court will add this new photographic evidence to the record. Bottle of carbonated water and a steak lunch can be seen on the victim's table. I don't understand. What's going on here? It's just not possible. Yawning. It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman. The waiter before her said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well. That's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him. Would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report back to Great Britain on time after all. The witness testimonies we have just heard leave no further room for doubt. I get to cross-examine, bitch. These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think that I, Takatsuchi Achi, will have contributed to the enmity of these two great empires is an honor. How can this be happening? The judge is ready to rule. Stand tall, Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. What? What you say is true? Then there's something going on here behind the scenes. And now's your chance to expose it. Draw out the truth. In your cross-examination. I don't know, Kazuma. You had the A and the MA classes during that transition. They don't what I paid for, like, whatever it's called. Reflection, anti-reflection, and it doesn't completely anti-reflection. Alright, rules could be so unbending at times. Ugh. This man needs to shut up. Okay, this one's not obvious to me. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing. No, it's not the same thing at all. First start, I didn't fire that gun. We have a difference of opinion on that. Opinion of a uniformed officer versus that of a fledgling cadet. I don't think so. Consider this, defendant. Just a moment ago, I blinked. Did you? Did you see it? Did you see me blink? How could I? And yet, it is an undeniable fact that I did blink. That is a logical fallacy, I just don't know which one it is. So there you have it. What? Tension! Sound of the firearm rang in my ears in the very next moment. I saw you waving the gun at the Englishman. Gaslighting in the room. I think that says it all, don't ya? Grr. Let us not forget that the antique dealer witnessed the accused in this most incriminating position as well. Isn't that so, Kurakuta-san? Clicking in his boots. Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man, he was that young lad in black. That's much I did see. Can I look at my evidence? Oh, this one you don't do people, I don't think. Right? And this one? Let's press.
Yes.
Yes, it may be true that I was holding the gun at that point in time. But I told you already, that's only because I picked it up off the floor. Well, obviously, as the culprit, that's the only way you could explain it away. I had just finished drinking my coffee, and I was about to leave the restaurant when I noticed a gun on the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up. It was a straw man or appeal to ignorance, right? And at exactly that moment, bang. A gunshot rang in my ears. Full of events beyond our control, life is. Sorry, what do you mean? In your case, you found a pistol on the floor, picked it up, which precipitated this testing predicament. He is fully pulling out a knife. Whereas, conversely, I failed to pick up the Koban from the floor and find myself in an equally testing predicament as a result. Anyway, the fact remains, myself, I did see you, with pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Yes.
You must have noticed someone else at Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there.
Objection.
As you have been at the pains to point out time and time again, I feel I'm growing a callus in my ear. And yet, no one else appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman. If only there had been more people dining there at the time, then someone else would have noticed her. Fortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. The quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant. I know, of course, the place is almost empty. It's what you'd expect. Certainly, 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of time to eat. Me eating at 2 p.m. I wonder there was a reason why the victim was eating at that time of day and why he was alone. Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason. There was. Ah, this was found in the victim's jacket pocket. Got more evidence. What is that, Counsel? It is a medical report card, Your Excellency. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at a clinic prior to visiting this restaurant. Hata Clinic, yes. That sounds familiar. There would indeed appear to be an entry for that date in question. 19th of November, noon to past 1 p.m. The very day of the incident. So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case. I wonder... What do you think, Frida's-K? Well, it is hard to see how it could be related, really. Remember, you can request for it to be entered in the court record as evidence if you think it could be useful. Should I ask for Dr. Wilson's medical report? Ask it to be submitted.
Yes.
As soon as he pulled that knife out, the army guy would tackle. He's got a baby on his back. Maybe that's why. I don't know. And if I may, I'd like to ask for that medical record card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency. On what grounds? The court has already heard conclusive witness testimony, and additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern. It could be motive. Whether or not they are concerned is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues. I beg your pardon. You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence. Very well. The court will grant the defense's request. Tisk. Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's a most disturbing trend. Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report to the court record. He's a little EBDB. Alright, can we look at it? What we need right now is new clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first. Right, I hear you. You conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. Or perhaps you've forgotten that these witness testimonies leave no room for doubt. Feel free to reiterate for the accused, Korakuta-san. Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, dining all by himself.
Yes.
So you actually saw that with your own eyes, did ya? The victim, Dr. Wilson, dining alone. That I did. Forgive me for the position I place you in. So the testimonies of the old man, the soldier, and the waiter all agree on that point. Isn't that interesting? Let us not forget the incontestable evidence we have to support their statements as well. As can clearly be seen, there is only a single beefsteak on the victim's table. A meal for one. No? I keep slipping down. It's really annoying. The antique dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before. It's not impossible that they're all lying. But if so, then why? If I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no idea. Money. Therefore, no one other than the black uniform cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out.
Yes.
Why aren't you telling the truth? What? What did you say? That's not what I wanted to press on. I clearly remember. There's a woman sitting across the table from the professor. Perhaps one of you might not have noticed, but for both of you to have failed to see the professor's dining companion is just not possible. Unfortunately for you, defendant Naruhodo, it's just not a case of these two witnesses alone. Sorry. The waiter, whose testimony the court heard earlier, clearly stated the same thing. He also said that the victim was alone. That's right. Precisely. In other words, you are the sole proponent of this phantom lady. But if such a woman were indeed present at the scene, the prosecution demands to see proof. And if no such proof exists, the prosecution demands that no further mention of this phantom woman be made. It is blatant waste of the court's time. There's nothing I can say to that. Shush, shush, shush. Alright, excellent work, Ryunosuke. We've learned some new information now. Well, yes, but I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see that it brings any real discrepancies. I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got before. Oh, you mean this? Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail. How exactly? You'll notice that some pieces of evidence bear... you'll notice that some pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass. These are the ones you may examine. Press A and you can take a closer look at the piece in question. Use, yeah, that. How are you saying that? So we can flip stuff to rotate the evidence in all directions and examine it from all angles by using the... How's he saying that? I can't read Japanese. You can move the crosshairs around to hunt for clues that may have been missed before. If the crosshairs start to pulsate, press A to investigate further. Okay. So, partner. See if there isn't something new to be learned by examining it. Alright, I'll see what I can do. And use the how are y'all saying that? And to inspect any areas of the evidence that looks suspicious. Oh, it's just gonna throw that. Name Mr. John Wilson, Hata Clinic. Okay. Says Hata Clinic on his medical report card. Hate clinics almost as much as I hate hospitals and surgeries. Aren't they all the same? When I was 5, I caught the only cold I've ever had in my life. And I remember, even though I felt awful already, I had to have this hideous injection in my right arm. Brr, I'll never forget it. Never in my whole life. Most people would give their right arm to have out only one cold in their whole fucking life. Anyway, I don't think this is a clinic where they treat people for illnesses like that. Let's keep looking for clues. Hi, Ina. How are you? We're playing Great Ace Attorney. Dentist. It's a dentist. I will get the treats for the babies. They've been waiting. They've been waiting. Let me do that real quick. Oh, I have a headache. I'm gonna go get some Tylenol real quick. Here you go. Can you see her? My desk is a mess. No, you can't see her. Damn. That's unfortunate. That's real unfortunate. Feet on the ground. Feet on the ground. I keep slipping, so I have to like adjust. I don't know why I'm slipping so much today. Water. Oh, I'm blocking his beautiful face. I'm realizing. There he is. I think it's best to stay like this, though. We can make it look like me. Hydrated, stretch. Ooh, I just popped. My wrist has been hurting. Homer's staring at me like he wants more, but he just made a silly goose. Okay. Looks like the medical report card was first issued quite some time ago. Probably a record of long-term treatment. That's why, with the family doctor, I imagine. Well, I can't imagine going to a doctor, I mean, as long as I'm alive. I'm never consulting one. If you're dead, there'd be no point, so you don't like doctors then. Why would you? They make you drink horrible tasting medicine. They give you painful injections, and then they demand lots of money from you for the privilege. Oh, when you're at your lowest ebb. You sound like a model patient. You sound like someone fun to deal with. Healthy curiosity awarded. I can't read that. Can you take it away? Okay. The bad case of stubbornness, no less, for which the only cure is a better medicine indeed. It's a dentist. With no date. No date on it. Oh, we can open it. Okay. Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. And there's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia. Extraction of molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out? Seems so. Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed. Perhaps they used laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief. Yes, I've heard of this anesthesia. Did anesthesia come from the West? I've literally had my anesthesia a while ago and straight up just decided to sleep it off. I will not be consulted about my health. If I had money, I would go to the doctor more. I don't have money. Heard of this anesthesia, although it's hard to believe there's anything that can actually stop you feeling pain. There's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours post-procedure until anesthetic effects have passed off. Really? Sounds like information worth bearing in mind. A record of dental work on the day of the murder. The victim had undergone dental treatment and been prohibited from eating or drinking. Sir, that's not his meal. With this new information, the meaning of that one particular statement totally changes. So I think it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you? Definitely. All right. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise thing. Yes, pointing his gun at the foreman, he was that. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present. Indeed, alone he was the Englishman dining all by himself. Do we present the he couldn't be eating? Oh wait, I forget. I need to press oh, I can save scum? I didn't know I could save scum. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, present. I think I'm right.
Yes.
Hopefully. Why are you raising your hand? Well, I think, about what are you wittering, lad? Call yourself a lawyer. I wish I could. But first and foremost, here, I'm the accused. Ryunosuke. Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it. Thanks, Kazuma. I can see quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out. When you raised your hand straight up like that so purposefully, you knew exactly what it was you wanted to say. This is so tense. I need my antidepressants because it cost almost 200 just for a simple checkup and to change pharmacy locations, so I've been raw dogging since. Ooh. Rough. That's rough. That is rough. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking. Alright, and thanks for the advice. Korakuta-san, this is a medical report card belonging to the victim. I see. And I don't see one of it, boy. Comparing what is written on this report card with your witness statement. Why does he look down like that? That's so funny. Something clearly doesn't add up.
Richard!
Sir, let me speak. Dear me, have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur? Sorry, what? Don't say sorry. You're not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateurish drive. But let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever you may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant. Remember, Ryunosuke, you don't have to use clever language or fancy words. Just make your point. Your Excellency, I believe we finished here. There's surely no need to prolong this trial further. The witness testimonies of the court have been clear and concise. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simplest reason that there's no one else besides this pale-faced pupil who could possibly... I didn't even get to read that. I've had enough. This medical report card has nothing to do with the case. Do you really believe that? What? The outburst have petrified me, boy. Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant? Perhaps because Hata Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic. Is that supposed to mean something to me? Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted. What's this now? And furthermore, if I told you that as a result, the victim had been forbidden from eating. Just, what are you trying to say, cadet? He had orders not to eat, so what? It's all written up in here. I had several teeth taken out. I had 4 teeth taken out so I could have braces. And I know eating without those teeth would have been hell, so I'm with him. I don't think he would have eaten. It's all written up in here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure while anesthesia wears off. What? What? No, that can't. Korakuta-san. What boy? As you just heard, when he was killed, sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. No. Additionally, there's more. You have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. Whose food is that? But that cannot possibly be the case. Because the victim, as we now know, had just had one of his teeth extracted, still experiencing the effects of anesthetic. Took forever to get there. Expertly done, partner. Hi, Tim. What is this nonsense, you little upstart? These are baseless accusations. Just look at this photographic evidence. That's a steak. You can clearly see the plate of food at the victim's table. Use your head. That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Or can't you follow the logic? How dare you? I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant case have turned. Wouldn't you agree, Ryunosuke? Yeah, most definitely. So having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. Which leaves one very crucial conundrum. Who, in fact, was eating the pictured beef steak? The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. Counsel. Oh, that means me, doesn't it? Alright, the answer to this question is going to be pivotal. This is the start of you turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of. Got it. So, the person eating the steak at the victim's table must be an as of yet unknown third party. Obviously, it could only have been someone else who was sitting at the table, at the professor's table. You will not let this go, will you? There was no such person. Yes! There was, because I saw her. When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table. Therefore, the only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else there eating it. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witness testimonies are unreliable. If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, we will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial relentlessly. Kazuma, are you insane? You would take on the government? Don't worry, Counsel. I have no issue with you. What do you mean? I have issues with them, those 2 witnesses in the stand. What are you talking about? We have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone, so if it now turns out the 2 of you deliberately lied when giving your testimonies, Obviously, you will be charged with perjury. Perjury? And since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing. Complicit in murder? No. Hold it. Negative. There was no mention of this tactical meeting. Wait, I read that wrong. There was no mention of this at the tactical meeting. I was just following orders. That's right, as the man says, just say you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they told us. Oh. What? What did you just say, Korakuta-san? Oh, no. You were just following orders. Now hold on, lad. I was, saying you never saw the gentlewoman. When you say gentlewoman, do you mean you saw the victim with the lady from overseas? What?
Objection!
What is the meaning of all this? These witnesses gave false statements. Is this true, you pair? Just one simple slip of the tongue. Baby. Order, counsel, explain what is going on here. It's painfully clear now you tried to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth. Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this. Then who's behind this? Who tried to make you keep your mouth shut? Well, that's classified. So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you? You wouldn't. This can't be happening. He's pulling on that mustache. Ryunosuke. Judging from the way you're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. However, I don't believe Achi had any idea about it. What are you saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there are only a handful of possibilities. It would only have been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose. Well, any ideas who might be behind this? No, I do not have any ideas. I don't have any ideas. This is the, this game came out, according, Juju said this game came out in the late 2010s. Wow. Wow, that's a weird word. On the 3DS, and it was only in Japan. And so these are ports. Tee tee. But it's set in the 1890s. Who eats after they kill someone? I share a birthday with them. I will lie, it's a good argument, but I eat under anesthetic all the time. I do not. I throw up. So. Tee. If we can affirm who tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit. So we need to name whoever it was that tried to make the witnesses keep their mouths shut. Of course, we'll need evidence before we make any firm accusations. Evidence that proves whoever it was really did wield his or their power here. But how? How can we possibly? Remember how we made progress before? We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result. Only in Japan due to the Sherlock Holmes copyright problem. Wait, what? Which they fixed by changing it to Sherlock Holmes. But now the Holmes copyright is completely run out anyway, which is funny. Oh yes, that's right. That's actually really funny. Well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything and make sure there's nothing we missed. Is he gonna make me do it or I need to do it myself? There's no time to lose. I cannot believe that. Was it this? Well, that's unexpected. What is it? Look, do you see it says the witness's name here? Satoru Hosonaga. Well, yes, business cards do tend to show the person's name. That's sort of the point. It's not the name that's unexpected, it's his job title. His job. Oh! Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. Inspector. What on earth? I have no idea, but let's face it. The police have a lot of power and influence if they're wielding it somehow here. The waiter's business card information has been updated. He's a piggy. This plan of the restaurant raises a number of questions, I think. Definitely. It's supposed to show the relative position of everything in the moments following the incident. There's nothing to show the woman you saw there. Exactly. And that's not all. Look here in the upper left where it says kitchen. Oh yes, what of it? No one used the complicated characters right kitchen, especially not if they were in a hurry. You mean you don't remember those characters yourself, don't you? Study harder, Ryunosuke. Is that a joke I'm missing? I'm missing that joke. More like oink oink. I don't understand this joke. I don't understand that joke. Entrance, kitchen. Oh. Oh yeah, he was coughing. The display of the restaurant raises a number of questions, I think. Okay. What do you, he can't read? That's what I'm asking. Like, is this the joke of he can't read? Or is this like a, is this one of those, Japan has 2 writing languages? Yeah. I don't get it. Alright. Back me out. Back me out. I can't turn photos around. I want to look at it. Do they have 4? 3? Officially 3. Officially 4? Are we I don't know. Y'all are teaching me everything. I want answers! If it's proven that these witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you the penalty will be severe. Please, wait. Your Excellency, I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god, I knew nothing. I guess you wouldn't really count Romaji. What is the difference? I have no knowledge. What does the defense have to say about all this? Well, Your Excellency, no time to think. I'm just gonna have to close my eyes and shout the first name that comes into my head. What was his name? Hosonaga. Besides the prosecution, the only person with the necessary influence to manipulate the witnesses is...
Yes.
I don't think Japanese people really know how to read that. What does what does Romaji come from? Romaji? Romaji? Surely that would be Satoru Hosonaga-san. Hosonaga-san? The waiter who took the stand earlier? Poppycock! What possible reason would the waiter have to make these witnesses give false testimony? Romaji is just Latin alphabet. Oh. Yeah, no, I don't... Am I smart? I don't think so. Do you just lose brain power when you get older? I feel like you do. Is it getting darker in here? It's fine. It's fine. Well, you see, he's a cop. Not to mention the fact that even a head waiter could not... I messed that up. Don't go down. Don't go down. Am I dying? Not to mention the fact that even a head waiter could not possibly have that level. This is the tutorial. We've been 2 hours in a stream. This game is gonna take me forever. Not possibly have that level of influence. For once, I would agree with you. If that is the man truly... If that is the man truly were a waiter. But he's not. If he truly were. Come on, Ryunosuke. Time to hit the court with the truth. The truth about Satoru Hisanaga-san's real identity as proven by this evidence. Wrong button.
Yes.
The plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in the question? I agree. It shows a great deal of attention. Oh, I didn't read that. Sorry, Excellency. That's the back of the card. It's the back of 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 a card that's of interest. Game chapters go about once every 2 hours. Say less. That's perfect. That is perfect. Wow. I picked a perfect stream game. I beg your pardon. Or perhaps I should have said the front. Yes. It's the front of the back of the card. That's where the telling detail is. Okay. Would somebody please explain what the fuck he's saying? Hosonaga-san sketched the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of the business card. The front of that business card reveals the man in question's profession. His true profession. The waiter's profession? But that's surely... The judge wouldn't know a cop? I like the judge. I like the judge. I like the judge design in this one. Good gracious. That's right, Your Excellency. The card reads Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division. I guess the judge wouldn't see the investigation. Pops, Imperial Police Bureau. What? What? The waiter is a police detective? I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before? The Imperial Police Bureau. Bureau. I feel like I'm saying that weird. The police... Okay. The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power, absolute power, as far as regular civilians are concerned. So, witnesses there in the stand. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene? Well... hold it! Who said... Bureau. What's this Castlevania ass music? Inspector Hosonaga. I was worried something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility. The court will take this plan. We know. Oh, well, is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. It's so good. Is your Spotify rap? Wait. I forget that video game music's on Spotify now. Maybe I should make a video game playlist. Yes, I remember now. He did act strangely when the judge asked him to hand over his business card. Bureau. Bjorn. DiGiorno. I strive to carry out all my investigations flawlessly. It's my guiding principle. You did not know, but I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. Idiot. It's an unusually careless mistake. So you mean to say you really are a detective? I read that wrong. Buongiorno. Italiano, DiGiorno, prego. The Italians are gonna be mad at me. First, the Brits are gonna be mad at me because I go randomly into a British accent. Even though Ari is a Brit is a British person. That's a nicer way to say Brit. Who else is Brit? Who else is a British person? I think Slow Brewed is, but Slow Brew lives in Canada, so I feel like it kind of. They come for me. A Brit. An American. European with love. Now the Italians are gonna come after my ass. Why would a detective be working as a restaurant waiter? Good question. Good answer. Of course. I didn't even click anything. I didn't even click anything. I was working undercover. Undercover? Yes. There have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter, working undercover. Incidents at the restaurant? What kind of incident? that would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge. Then why are you making them lie in the court of justice, sir? However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to the case of homicide. The ciao bella rigatoni farvel reminds me of in the Twilight movie when Bella first comes over to Edward's house and they're like, "Aren't you Italian?" I need to rewatch those movies. Stat. Isn't she Italian? We made spaghetti or whatever. I don't remember what the dish was, but however, I can state categorically that they are unrelated. I feel like I should give him a little piggy noise. I was immediately thinking of the vulture scene when he said that. Twilight brain rot over here. However, man, when I found out Stephanie Meyer was like her book was like Mormon influence and the more deep, like it's like a pro-life propaganda piece at the last book or whatever, I was like, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind, dude. My whole world, my worldview has been changed. I'm gonna lose my mind. I was like, man. Thank you for the hydrate, you know. I still need to read the new book. I'm putting my feet on the ground. I think either Jeremy's making dinner or something, because I don't know where they are. Chloe and Hobart. Twilight, love it. Treats? Who wants treats? Who wants treats? Good night, Ina. I hope you have a great sleep. Great rest of your night. Get some good sleep. A well-rested moment. Thank you for stopping by and taking care of me. I'll see you later. Good night, friend. Alright. Hobart is here. I don't know where Jeremy and Chloe are. The name Bella is Italian, but she's not confirmed to be Italian. However, there's a very in-depth fan theory that Bella's already part vampire. Maybe I don't know enough of Twilight. Maybe I should dig some more. I had a Team Edward tote bag. It had like white letters, in like new like gothic font or whatever, and it had like blue outline around it. It had like flowers on it. I don't remember where I got it from, but I used that as my like bag for school, middle school. I'm old. Remember, I'm old. For the longest fucking time. I fucking love that bag. I wish I still had it. I don't know where it is. I mean, my life was kind of shaken right as I got out of middle school, but it was a pretty good bag. I would unironically carry that around still. I can state categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide. Very well then, Inspector Hosonaga, but you will elaborate on one point for the court. Of course, Your Excellency. We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you, that at the time of the shooting there was in fact another person present at the victim's table. If that is indeed true, clearly you would have also been aware of this person's presence, having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner. Therefore, I am led to assume that in your professional capacity as a police officer, you required these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct? Sir, why are you coughing? Correct, Your Excellency. Unbelievable! As I suspected. Oh, he is using the towel as... Interesting. Bang! As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out to the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accused student. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady, who I guessed to be an Englishwoman. The truth comes out. I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the bureau. Was then that I received some special orders. Special orders? You mean to say? Remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once. She's important. She's an important lady. Who is this lady? It's made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. These were my orders. But what if the Englishwoman was the killer? I think it would be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea. The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship. For some reason I thought Star Wars Empire. The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationships with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. The Englishman has been murdered on our soil. To name an Englishwoman as the primary suspect, well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be completely out of the question. So that's the reason for the disappearance of the Phantom Woman in this case. But it's not right. One possibility does spring to mind. What do you mean, Kazuma? UMay University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain. I'm fairly certain that one of them, studying in the medical faculty's research laboratory, is a young Englishwoman. What? The drama. You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate. He's got eyebrows just like me. See why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour. You mean, when I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it prudent to check her identity first. And the court demands that you name the lady in question at once, Inspector. Never trust white people. The Englishwoman sitting at the university professor's table is certain. Miss Giselle Brett. Is that a... Are there puns? Are there puns in this game? Like name puns? Have I been missing them? Giselle Brett. She's indeed a foreign student studying in the research laboratory of UMay University's medical faculty. What? There have already been puns. Okay. I'm missing them. I have missed them. I admit that we're... under orders from the police bureau, I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene. Hold on, let me look at the people. I don't know if I got these puns. Alright, I'm not allowed to look at anything. I'm not allowed to look at anything. What if I need help? Should I look up a non-spoiler walkthrough? Yes or no, sir? Oh my god. Curio collector. You ask me, or like, okay. You might get VIP here. I'm under orders from the police bureau. I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene and ordered these witnesses. He is pushing his baby down. The baby wants to hang out. Ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimonies. I like the music here. Must now be up to your excellency to decide how to deal with the situation. Zeke says, shut the fuck up, everyone. Very well. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely, that the victim was dining alone. However, as we have now discovered that this premise is false, it would be a desecration of our justice system to ignore the truth and give ruling at this point. Your excellency, that would mean missing the new deadline of a ruling in order to send the telegraphic report to Great Britain. Our own government will surely be very displeased by such actions. Calm yourself, counsel. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings of my courtroom. Or you press all play. This game actually has a mode where they will answer things for you. What? Wait, it could just be a movie the whole time? That's fucking crazy. Maybe just a little bit. This is you could just go full on movie mode. That's wild. Hi, Ant. How are you? Inspector Hosonaga. Have you played this game? Yes, sir. I don't know a lot of people who have, actually. Have you played an Ace Attorney game? Right? Everyone raise your hand if you played an Ace Attorney game. Any of them. One time at Half Price Books, I saw the Leighton Ace Attorney crossover. Hard copy for the DS at Half Price Books. It was very expensive. It was very, very expensive. But I know that was a relic. I know it was, but I know it would go to someone who would love it, so I didn't touch it. I haven't played main games 5 and 6 with Leighton crossover. I have not played that one, and I haven't played the Apollo Justice series. There's a rated M one. What? I need to play Apollo Justice. That one's rated M because they say fuck. My kind of game. Oh, blood. That's right, they do, like... They don't do blood all the time. I don't know. I think I would have to play Apollo Justice on my Nintendo PC. I could do it, though. What's Hosanaga's pun? Ask Juju. I think that was a question for Juju. It's okay if I play this game without playing Apollo Justice, right? I think you said it was okay. I just spent so long finding this picture because it's hanging in the back room of Hot Topic and we were talking about Twilight. Did you post in the Discord? I don't get notified in the Discord when I'm streaming. Which, don't take advantage of that. I think they couldn't come up with anything, so they just kept it Japanese. You don't even need the original trilogy, really, but there's like Easter eggs if you have. Right, it's feeling very Easter eggy. In the pics chat. What is this? Oh, what? That is horrifying. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it anymore. I don't want to see it. And the back rooms, that would be in the back rooms of a Hot Topic. Oh my god. Yes, sir. You will locate this Giselle Brett and exhort. Oh. It wants me to stand. I'm not standing. My watch wants me to stand. I've been wearing my watch so I can track my heart rate again. You will locate this Giselle Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency. Then we're at like 2 hours at once, Your Excellency. But that means you'll be going against the special orders you were given for the police bureau. As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly. So it won't be a problem? Is this man dying? Nothing will get in my way. I was gonna be like, why does this man, how old is he? Hold on, let me look at my court record. How old is he again? 29. I was about to be like, why is this young man having such gray hair? Jeremy has gray hairs. Wait, I guess I would be on 29 on Death's Doors would be pretty on brand for like the 1890s. I was about to say 1980s, which is not true. The prosecution must call. He's got the consumption, the sickness. Let's call the English student Giselle Brett to the witness stand. I'm just saying things. I'm just saying shit. I spread misinformation on the internet. Good. Then we have a 30-minute recess before reconvening. I think Jeremy's making dinner. We might have to take a recess in real life. Oh, this is part. Should I do each part or should I finish the chapter? Is this a good, actually, is this a good spot? Is the next section another like 4 hour, 2 hours? Episode 1. Do we start episode trial part 2? All sections are about 2 to 3 hours. So I should stop here. You could stop midway if you want, or just stop here. I am hungry. I am pretty hungry. I am a little bit hungry. Maybe, okay. So I'm definitely streaming tomorrow, as long as the internet doesn't fucking crap out on me. Should I do it later in the day? Or do we like a early? Because I could do a stream after dinner. We typically eat dinner around this time. I could do stream after dinner. And then we could go longer, technically. But then I miss out on Fortnite nights. So hold on, let me put us here. Oh my god, why is my camera so dark? It's so fucking dark. Oh my god. Hold on, let me fix that. It's getting darker outside, that's why. There we go. There we go. Fix that. Wow, that changed it like immediately. Okay. So now it's too bright. Now it looks like I'm a fucking beauty guru. Streamer will do what streamer wants. That's exactly right. I will do whatever I want tomorrow. Maybe I'll start early. I don't know. I need to figure out my feeding schedule with streams, especially now that summertime is coming. And I just need to figure out feeding schedule in general, because I get low blood sugar a lot, which I've taken diabetes things, and I don't have like technically low blood. Wow, now that's too bright. What the hell? What the hell is happening here? Chill out. Hold on, let me fix that again. Oh my gosh, figuring white balance is so fucking annoying. And for what? Is that better? That's a lot better. Okay. Okay. You rule, baby. We're just living it. We're just living in it. I like this game, obviously. I like any Ace Attorney game. VODs will go on YouTube, of course. I just need to get better about it. And then we'll stream tomorrow. Definitely around the same time, maybe a little later. And hopefully the internet does not die on me, because it died on me today. Sir, look, Tim's getting dinner. See, that just works out. We could all eat dinner, even though I know Juju's 2 hours behind. We all eat dinner, and then we play Ace Attorney together. I'm having fun. I love this game, and I kind of miss doing like storyline voices and stuff. We have a few people online. Can y'all please stick around for the raid? Please. I think we're gonna go raid. I think we're gonna raid random. I think that's the move. Seems like the move to me. 5 p.m. is dinner time, but I'm still at work. Evil work, evil work. Bye, Tim. Thank y'all so much for this fun stream today. This is good. This is good. I like this already. We'll continue more tomorrow. I should go longer tomorrow, maybe, but we'll see. This game is gonna last forever. Because it's an Ace Attorney game. Raid random bystander here. Let's go say hi to random. My friend random. I did random's emotes. Which I personally think that I did pretty good at them. So go check that out. Go check him out. He is playing Super Mario 3D World in Bowser. I think he's playing the DLC. I think he's playing the Bowser Fury DLC. He plays a lot of things. He plays Stardew Valleys. He plays Legend of Zelda. He plays a lot of things. If you want a comfy, cozy Nintendo streamer, that's random. And I am going to go eat dinner and be back tomorrow with more of this game. And I'll try to remember the voices and not get distracted as much. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.